Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Welcome back to the T0 to T6 Abyss series. We're here flying into the electrical abyss. We are looking for dank loot. Hopefully it'll become slightly better than what we've been encountering recently. I've not had so good loot streaks as of recently. I did get a pretty good loot drop in the last one. It was a medium disintegrator specialization skill book, but nowadays it's not worth as much as it used to be. So it's still not that great. It's better than nothing at least. Okay, let's see if we can go slightly towards the biodaptive cache here. There we go. Web this guy here, and then we get the conflag. Oh, we're getting some big whips here from the Ephialtises. Have we got? No, we've not got any of these. The Charybdis Tyrannus causing complications here. It's just standard sleeper cruiser wave. I like sleeper cruiser waves because they're usually quite easy actually. The Zealot is exceptional at taking out the sleeper cruisers because the conflagration has an optimal range at which the Ephialtises orbit at. So you're able to sort of get full damage basically all the time, and then also they orbit so that you can web them as well, so you get even better application then at the same time. Let's go a bit closer to the transfer conduit here, web the confuser, recall those drones because we don't need them getting wrecked out there, and then I'll deploy the MTU if we just get 500 meters away from that cave there. So then we can pull in everything and hopefully we'll get some good ISK. Launch as soon as we get close. Get that here, and then very soon launch this here. Good, now for this dissipator here. So it's very effective at destroying these guys. You see, they all come in range of my web and we get a very good application with the conflag. It's an easy scenario here. And they don't do too much damage, we're able to tank them really well. You can see we're not losing any arm, we just rep it all up straight away without any issues whatsoever. It goes quite quick. The Sarum Zealot here. We're sitting on about 450 million in ISK worth of loot in the station, and then we've also got 7 chaotic electrical filaments waiting to be run. Our current ISK balance is 134 million, but not too much in the grand scheme of things. Need to get like 6-7 billion more ISK to get the T6 capable fit. It's alright, we'll get there eventually. One day. That'll be so cool when we get there. Then we have seen every single moment of getting the massive journey from T0 to T6. I do cut out slight moments when I'm not talking about anything, but the whole journey is really documented here and there's something going on. I don't skip any sites. There are a few sites, especially in the earlier filaments, where I crashed or forgot to start recording, but it's just like a few, maybe 3 sites or something like that. The whole majority of them are here. We'll just continue blasting away with the conflagration. Very high DPS. It's not actually that high because we've not got so many damage modules. 739 DPS. But with the T6 capable fit, it will be 900 plus DPS. You see here, go in the T6. 864, but then you have to also remember we're going to get about 80 more DPS from the implants. Yeah, 900 plus. Would be nice to hit 1k, but I don't think that's really possible. And let's grab the loot here. 17 million, a little bit unfortunate when we got all those extraction nodes and everything, but sometimes the loot is not on your side. And I know for some people 16 million is like, wow, that's so good. And it is something. But when you think about the entry of this filament being 27 million with the filament cost and risking a 1 bill plus fit, then it's actually not that great. Correct. Next room. We completed that in just about over 5 minutes. Next room, what have we got here? Got some extraction nodes which you can get on the side here. We'll try to snipe these snarecasters quickly before they can get close to us. that they can web us, avoid us getting webbed here. Good. There we go, wreck them here. Imperial Navy. Like the snare cast is good. This fog cast is good to take out because he worsens our tracking. That last snare cast, we can destroy him with the drones, they help a lot. We go for the drones here and spread out for some drones here. Go to the transfer conduit. And then maybe assign a drone here. Hopefully no drones follow them so that they can get alive back to the drone bay. There we go, and now we get to the transfer conduit. Oh, they need even automatic suppressors because they can also help a bit when it comes to getting rid of these rogue drone frigates. No, nothing nearby. What is your guys' go-to filament to do Abyssin? My go-to filament is probably the T4 Firestorms. It's very easy to do. In Spirit it will be the T5 Firestorms, but you require a bit more expensive fit to be able to do them. I wonder if we could use T5 Firestorms in this Zealot here, because before the T5 Electric, which we're doing currently, I was doing the T4 Firestorms, so then we went up to T5 Electrics. Maybe we could then, before T6 Electric, go to T5 Firestorm, because we require a lot more capacity in the T5s, since we don't have that electrical buff. And then we'll also require a little bit extra DPS. Oh no, Acolyte lost. Could be an option, could be an option. Basically just need to boost the tank and maybe even the DPS slightly. And the capacitor is a big one as well, because the capacitor requirement is going to be higher for the T5s because of the increased amount of NPCs in general, which means we're going to have more newts there as well at the same time. So if we go here in the T4 fire, 17 gigajoules, probably I'll have a little bit more, like maybe 20 something plus gigajoules to spare. Would be good to have. But it's difficult when you're limited with these rigs here. It would be really great to have that extra rig here. Let's see, what kind of, are we looking at 98 HP a second? Okay, that's the kind of HP we would have. Oh, return those drones because they're getting wrecked. Where are they? Seems like they have a hard time of approaching the drone, but I think it's because we've got Tachyon out here. They're getting picked off very quickly. Sometimes you have to move a bit because they're orbiting too fast. Hope we can destroy some of these because the rogue drones are then also going to be going very fast. It's a bit difficult to hit them. Yeah, they're going very fast. But actually no, sometimes they're not going fast. It seems like right now they're not going so fast. Get close to that tracked unit. Pull in the last wreck. Open it up the second it is retrieved. There we go. Ooh, nah. I thought it was Cataclysmic Firestorm. Wow. No, T6 filament, but then it's the Cataclysmic Firestorms. Firestorm's least valuable type of filament you can encounter. I still think it's actually worth something. 10 million, so it's still quite good. What are we sitting on now? Maybe 50 million? Yeah, 53 million. Yep. There's quite a few extraction nodes in this one here. Let's get the drones on the case. And we'll go to these two guys here. Maybe this one up here. This one down here, then we'll be able to get the drones to take him out later. Upholders. It could be good to get them destroyed so they don't web us. We'll destroy that seller first since he's charging in. Great, now I can have them go for the bi-adaptive cache here. Are we able to lock them up? Yeah. Some of them are too far away. See, that 70-kilometer one is very far away. Good, now we spread these guys out a bit. And then we'll go to the origin conduit like that. There we go. But now everything's taken care of. I really love the drones for this reason. You can just tell them to go everywhere. It's a nice thing about having the ability to use 5 drones and not having much DPS in your drones, because then you can sort of sacrifice them, or the time that they're using to grab the extraction nodes, than doing meaningful damage, because they anyway do very little damage. Say I'm using a Gila, and I tell my drones to go for the extraction nodes. The time they're using... the time they're using to get the filaments, or the extraction nodes, not the filaments from the extraction nodes, that is then going to be taking away from the amount of DPS we're going to be outputting, since the Gila relies mostly on its drones, a little bit on its missiles to do DPS, while the Zealot here, all its DPS is in the guns basically, and a tiny portion is in the drones, so we're not really losing much by using our drones. So that's why some think, why can't I do this with the Gila? It's not as simple. I can do it. I can use some 5 light drones and spread them out. And when they've taken out all the extraction nodes, then I can obviously start using the medium drones again to take out stuff, because the Gila's bonus to medium drones. But it's still going to take away time that would have been used to output meaningful DPS. This run was very quick. Feels very quick, this one. We're gonna be limited by the time it takes to pull in all those extraction nodes here, 4 of them. And that was the last one, the last NPC of this run. Let's see if we get anything good when that last extraction node comes. It's going to take a bit of time for it to arrive here. In the meantime, we're just chilling here near the mobile tractor unit. I wish it was possible to have more deployable structures in EVE Online that work more as proper bases. You've got the Astrohuses and the Citadels. They're they require quite a bit of an investment to set up. The MTUs, or not the MTUs, sorry, the mobile depots, they can sort of function as a mobile base because you can store stuff in there. But feel a little bit like flimsy. It's not the same way as stuff. I wish there's something in between, like a tiny little structure which you could maybe store like 3-4 ships maybe. And then you can deploy it anywhere. A little bit easier to set up. You don't need all this fuel and everything. But then again, maybe it will be overpowered. People will be deploying these all over the place. No, that's something I've never done in EVE Online. I've never deployed a structure, like a Citadel, that is. Maybe I should do that someday. But I just know that it's a lot of hassle as well, having to defend it, make sure no one destroys it. And that's the hassle that I'm not really bothered to have to upkeep. I don't have so much time to spare, you know. I'm more focused on myself here, and doing the stuff when I'm actually online. Then sometimes maybe someone randomly decides to destroy it. Yeah, well, I don't have the time really to defend time or resources or skills to defend it. Either way, I don't have any of them. It's a bit unfortunate. It's just the way it is. Backrat, what do we have here? 39 million. Okay, that's good. Because, I mean, we got quite a lot of it. You can do 4 loot caches to get loot from, so not really too surprised. 93 million ISK. Pretty good run. Quite happy about that. I'm very happy about that we're getting a little bit more ISK this time. Time? Well, it was alright time. I prefer to complete under 15 minutes, but in general, this Zealot is not the fastest Zealot to do T5s because it's going a bit cheaper style, so I've cheapened slightly on the DPS. We're only using 2 damage modules in the Tech 2 to allow us to use a little bit more tank modules to survive the Abyss. But then when it comes to time, it suffers a bit when it comes to that, but we're still able to do it and survive. But when we upgrade the tank, then we're able to get more money to upgrade the damage modules, and eventually have 3 damage modules as well, so we'll go even faster. So that's enough for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.